Guys, can't you believe we finally reached the last day of 2020? Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we are doing something different, but I thought it was necessary to do this video to wrap up this turbulent year. So I thought that today let's do some best and worst of 2020, and because this is a review channel, I talk about movies and series, we will talk about those first, but we are going to expand, talk about books I've read, talk about songs, albums, everything that came out this year, and these are just my personal favorites and least favorites, not worsts, but you know, best and worst of 2020 we move. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this is the best and worst list according to my experience, my personal opinion, and also level of enjoyment, okay, because there are certain movies that I think are some of the best movies that came out this year. They're just not my personal best, you know. But let's start with the best movies of 2020. Okay, so for best movies, I have 4 movies, and that is To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, All the Bright Places, Seriously Single, and Life in a Year. Okay, you guys know, if you watched my review, as cringy as it is for To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, y'all would know how much I loved that movie, specifically Jordan Fisher, but the movie as a whole. And All the Bright Places is such a beautiful movie. It was so sad, but it was so beautiful. Definitely one of my favorites. Seriously Single had to be on this list because hello, South Africa came through with that movie. Okay, I think I watched it like 2 or 3 times already. So yeah, and in Life in a Year, I came across this movie by pure luck. I was scrolling through Instagram and it showed up, the trailer for it showed up on my Explore feed. I watched it. I saw Jaden Smith and Carla Delevingne, and I was like, this looks interesting, let me check it out. And so it came out last month in November 20 something, I can't remember, but I watched it like about a week or 2 ago, and I was just like, oh my god, the feels, like, I feel like it deserves more recognition than it got. It is such a beautiful movie. It's definitely one of my favorites, one of my best, head name of feels, but it's such a good movie and it just had to be on this list. Okay, so my best series, okay, is Control Z, okay, How to Ruin Christmas, Emily in Paris, and of course, Dash and Lily, Dash and Lily. Okay, Control Z, oh my gosh, what? No, like, I feel like it deserves more recognition. That series did the things, guys, it did the things. Emily in Paris, okay, I was living my Paris, you know, dream vicariously through Emily, okay, and of course, Dash and Lily, Dash and Lily. Oh gosh, Dash and Lily was so great. And of course, How to Ruin Christmas, okay, it was such a great way to end of the year, and once again, South Africa came through. And can we talk about how to Ruin Christmas, The Wedding, and Seriously Single were created by the same people, you know, 3 siblings, hey, come through. I was like, no wonder they were both great. They were created by the same people. Best albums, okay. Best albums. On top of them, I had to have Chromatica, okay. Lady Gaga, Little Monster over here, okay. So I had to have Chromatica on this list. Heartbreak, Weather, Niall Horan, okay. I had to have that on the list. Smile, Katy Perry, hello, had to have that on the list. And Rivals in the Air by Bethel Worship. What? Oh man, that album, Bethel, you know, Bethel knows how to come through. But Champion and what's the song? I forgot the name of the song, but it has Come Out of That Grave in the title, I think. Yeah, dead man, come out of that grave, come out of that grave. When we sing, God, let's get out of those chains, let go of those chains when we praise. What? Smile, I feel like people slept on Katy Perry's album because Katy Perry is not singing Teenage Dream vibes anymore. People just don't like her music anymore. I don't know why, but Smile, that album, the song Smile, Only Love, what? I love Only Love so much. Like, it's such a beautiful song. And then of course Daisies. Oh my gosh, that song. And Heartbreak Weather. Oh. And of course Chromatica, Lady Gaga did the things. Okay, I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. Okay, so best book. I actually did a lot of reading this year, which is so surprising because I hate reading, but I read quite a lot of books this year. But my best book of 2020 didn't come out this year though. The books, they didn't come out this year because I don't have time for that. But the best book that I read this year was All the Bright Places. That is the only book I've read that actually like brought me to tears. I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Like, the movie is beautiful, but the book, if you loved All the Bright Places, the movie, you need to check out the book. Like, it's a need, it's a necessity. Like, you've got to. Best songs. Okay, so best songs, I'm not going to talk about songs that are in the albums that I listed in best albums, because if we're going to talk about those, I need this video this video is going to be like an hour long, so we're going to exclude those. Therefore, let me start with my favorite. I think this one's like my dearest favorite song of 2020, and that is Selena Gomez's Lose You to Love Me. What? I think when that song came out, like, I needed it at the point that I was in life, because when she goes, I needed to hate you, love me, yeah, like, I just, like, there was a person I thought of at that moment, and I was like, man, I gotta let you go so that I can love myself, So I feel like at the point that that song came out, I really needed it in my life. And then I absolutely love Commander-in-Chief by Demi Lovato, okay? This was such a controversial song because of the message that it sends, okay? Like, people weren't here for it because, oh, babes, Commander-in-Chief, honestly, hey, if I did the things you do, I couldn't sleep. Seriously, do you even know the truth? What? We're in a state of crisis. People are dying while you lie your pockets deep. Hey, you guys know that song. Ooh, this is a song that people slept on, okay? And I'm so mad. And that is People Have Been Sad by Christine and the Queens. What? It's true that people have been sad. What? No, like, you guys need to check out that song. I don't even know what half of that song says because half of it is in French. But I am here for it. If you disappear, then I'm disappearing too. You know the feeling. Hey, I'm literally just having a karaoke session right now. This one, it's such a feel-good song. Like, when I hear it, I can't not be happy. And that is Dynamite by BTS. Like, I'm not part of the army, okay? I'm not part of the army, but babes, when BTS Dynamite comes on, babes, best believe that I'ma be there, cause I'm in stars tonight. Okay, cause I can't go full circle like them, but shining through the city with a little funk and soul. Hey, like it up. Oh my god, my friends hate this song so much. My friends hate this song so much because it's so catchy, but it's so annoying according to them. I just love it. And the last one is My Yesterday by Prince KB. Had to bring it back to South Africa. That song, that album, Jay, the project that he did with 9 women, so like he picked like 9 women and then each one had like a song on the album. Okay, that entire album, Jay, is good, but My Yesterday, oh my gosh, that song, it's a ballad, guys. Like, when I hear that song, I picture, those scenes in the movie where people have like a couple has just broken up and like you see them crying in the shower, you see them leaning against the wall on the floor crying. Oh, it gives me those feels, it gives me those vibes. And now to the worst of 2020. So let's start with the movies. Okay, so Bloodshot, honey, I have an entire review on how betrayed I felt with Bloodshot because it did not do the things and I expected it to. Okay, then Fantasy Island, I have a video on that as well. If you can't find it, it's the one that says worst movie of 2020 so far. Yeah, it still lives up to that, babes. It's still one of the worst movies of 2020. And of course, the one that takes the crown, honey, it's sitting on the throne, and that is 365 Days. I don't know who thought that was such a good movie. I don't know how Netflix ended up agreeing to have it. No, I could not even finish that movie. It's disgusting. Like, I just stopped, switched off the computer, left everything at the scene in the plane with the air hostess. I'm getting sick just thinking of it. Okay, so series, stateless, cursed, think they're one of the worst, but the one that takes the crown, and this is like super controversial, I'm so sorry, but Blood and Water, wear it, honey. Okay, like for me, Blood and Water was not as great as people made it sound, or maybe I don't know, there's something wrong with me, I don't know, because I didn't enjoy Kings of Joburg that much as well. And you know, a lot of people did. Can we talk about how there was someone who had the audacity to tell me that the reason I didn't like Blood and Water is because I'm not proud to be a South African? Babes, please. Like, no, I am South African. Okay, I'm a proud Xhosa girl, proudly South African. Okay, I don't know what they meant. Clearly, they don't know me. Hence, I didn't get touched. But I was just like, you got all of that information from one 10-minute video. Babes, you don't know me. And the worst book is I Am Not Okay With This. I spoke about it on my review. It's actually a comic. Is it a comic book? Something like that. And it's just not. The series was good. It's a pity we're not getting a second season of it. But the book that it's based off, honey, you if you saw my review, you would remember I was shook about how they were able to salvage something worth watching from that book, you know. And the worst song is literally almost every single song that ended up being a TikTok trend. Okay, almost everyone. Like I'm telling you, if I step out of the house, not even step out of the house, if I go onto TikTok and I scroll on my For You page or go onto Instagram, because now it's so weird that Instagram, because of the reels, the TikTok trends have gone into Instagram. Okay, so if I scroll on either two of those social medias one more time and I hear bari yari 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 yari, I'm telling you, I'm about to throw my phone against the wall. So yeah, those are my best and my worst. You know, like we watched a lot of things. Y'all remember Tiger King, Love is Blind? Oh, what? No, like I've watched a lot of things throughout this year, listened to a lot of things. We finally come to an end. Like, can you believe it, guys? It's officially the 31st of December 2020. Like 2021, come do that, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for an amazing year. Okay, y'all know that this was my first year of YouTube. You know, I feel like I've come a long way, over 500 subscribers. That is a lot. For me, that might seem like slow growth for other people, but for me, this was a lot of hard work. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. Y'all literally made my year that much more fun, kept me busy, you know. Thank you so much. Oh, and another thing, I'm changing my time of uploading, because if you see my banner, it says I uploaded 12 p.m. CAT. I'm changing that to 5 p.m. because I have stuff to do next year, so I feel like it's better for me to upload in the afternoon than at midday. So I've changed that. I'm changing that starting, you know, Monday. So yeah, I've changed that. Beware of that. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for an amazing year. It's been hard, it's been tough, but y'all really made it that much more fun for me. Okay, yeah, the pandemic was brutal. It's still brutal. Like, it's getting worse over here. We had a second wave, so a lot of diagnoses and stuff, but you know, it's part of life at this point. Okay, so we just have to make the best of it. So thank you guys so much, and see y'all in 2021. Bye.